Hello, YouTube. It's me, Marissa, again. I'm posting today. I didn't get to post on the day of my baby shower, but I will give you some information on what happened. You just give me 1 minute. What did I do with my phone? I found it. Okay. So, sorry. My hot tub was about to fall. Okay. Hi, guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty well now. I remember in my last video, that was, I think, last week. I was 33 weeks pregnant. I'm now 34 and a half weeks pregnant. I'm about to hit the 35. But anyway, so here's the deal. I went on Monday to get blood redrawn again because last week my blood platelets were low. It's very common for blood platelets to lower, but not so low. It would be a big problem if the blood platelets were like below 100. Your blood platelets have to be between 150 and 400. Mine went from 147 down to 142. But I went Monday, I did blood again, and today I had a transplant appointment, and they checked the blood work from Monday, and my blood platelets were 178. So the good news is that my blood platelets are back to normal, meaning that whenever I do bleed, I will heal fast and my blood will clog up, so that's very good. Aside from that, I had a kidney transplant appointment today. They did the normal blood work, the urine culture, all that good stuff, and they haven't called me, so I'm assuming everything's good. My creatinine for Monday was 1.0, which is freaking amazing. My blood pressure is still low, which is good because we don't want it to get high, or else that kind of determines that I have preeclampsia. And preeclampsia is not really a good thing. If I were to have preeclampsia, I would have to give birth early. So my blood pressure was like 102 over 65. That's low, and that's where we want it to be. We don't want it to get high, so that we don't go through all that trouble. Anyway, so I told my transplant doctor today that my OBGYN would like for me to give birth between 38 and 39 weeks, which makes that the beginning of July. She doesn't want me to go further with the pregnancy at that point because she doesn't want my kidney function to get low. So she would want for me to just definitely, if I have to be induced, give birth by 38 to 39 weeks. Okay? So the situation now is that my transplant doctor, she informed me to be prepared and not to be surprised if I were to give birth prior to 37 weeks. So she gave me that heads up. She said, don't be surprised if you give birth prior to 37 weeks, because that's very common in transplant patients. So I told her, okay, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever's supposed to come at me. Is that weird to say? Because I really do. I feel prepared for it. If I'm supposed to give birth that early, so be it. As long as I'm healthy, as long as my little baby girl is healthy. That's what really matters. I've gained plenty of weight. I don't know if you guys can tell from my face. I don't really want to show. Honestly, now I do look pregnant. It's kind of obvious that I'm pregnant. So I'm not really going to show it. But I'll show you my baby shower picture, which was Saturday. I'll show you what it looks like, so you can at least have an idea of what I look like at the moment. I'm kind of glad that I started showing last minute, officially. Let me show you just a single picture of myself. I think it would be in here. Okay. Suddenly, okay, I found it. Alright guys, you ready for it? Oh god, it looks so awkward. There it is. That's me. That's my belly. I'm 8.5 months pregnant, and nobody believes me. And yes, I did get my hair done. I got highlights, full head of highlights. It's not a dangerous thing to color your hair. I mean, all these myths about what you're supposed to do and not supposed to do while pregnant, I don't follow any of it. I still work at the daycare that I work in with my 2 to 3 year olds. I still lift up some of my kids. You know, honestly, okay, they tell you stop lifting, right? But then again, what about those second time mothers? The second time mothers that have no choice but to lift their first children. I mean, come on. You can't tell me that that's, you know? So, aside from that, this is the only piece of information I've gotten so far about probably giving birth before 37 weeks. Either that or I'll be giving birth at 38 to 39 weeks. Those are my two possibilities right now. Definitely not giving birth on July 15th, which is supposed to be my due date. No, it's just going to be the beginning of July or before that. So either by the end of June or beginning of July. That's my new due date situation. So I already put in my last day of work until I get to get maternity leave. My last day at work will be June 27th.